Hello, my name is Terribeth Smith. I'm the Sales Educational Manager for Scholastic Trade Books. And I'm here to present the new and noteworthy titles for 2026. We begin with picture books. Kiki and the Can by John Leguizamo and John Matos and illustrated by Liz Cassell. Childhood friends from New York City, John Leguizamo, born in Colombia, and John Matos, Puerto Rican heritage, come together to create a truly unique picture book, celebrating creative expression and paying homage to a variety of cultural heroes. This is a book not to be missed. I encourage you to look at the end papers that show influential people in the Latino culture, and we are simultaneously doing this book in a paperback Spanish edition. We have three great story time favorites. Mac and Cheese, The Origin Story by Michael Benner and illustrated by Allison Hawkins. This is the first book from a brand new and puntastic delicious duo series. Mac and Cheese, The Origin Story explores the heartfelt and hilarious story behind the iconic pair. There are more to come in this wonderful delicious duo series, with Milk and Cookies coming in 2027. How Not to Make a Jelly Sandwich by Ross Brodart. What we all need is humor. This is a great read aloud. Taking inspiration from the classic elementary school assignment, writing a how-to, this playful, twisty adventure filled with ingenious ideas is an unbridled celebration of imagination and creativity. You will also have another book from Ross. Next up is How Not to Make a Pillow Fort. Rumpelstiltskin by Mac Barnett and illustrated by Carson Ellis. This book already has garnered 5-star reviews. It is the follow-up to the highly acclaimed instant bestseller, The Three Billy Goats Gruff. There comes a second brilliant and highly anticipated fairy tale retelling from the New York Times best-selling and Caldecott award-winning creators, Mac Barnett and Carson Ellis. Ellis's stunning illustrations in a folk art style paired with Barnett's signature pacing and wit, his subversive storytelling style and narrative voice, this retelling of Rumpelstiltskin will introduce the classic story to a new generation of readers. Just for Today by Charlotte Agel and illustrated by Ana Ramirez Gonzalez. This is a lovely, gentle picture book that soothes the soul. For everyone who worries, who loves someone who worries, this charming story offers wisdom, comfort, and gentle humor. It is perfect for the fans of The Rabbit Listened, Ruby Finds a Worry, and Georgia Martha. And this pairs perfectly with the first book featuring the two friends Elba and Norris, Maybe Tomorrow. Inspirational stories. Mama Says I'm Fine by Brittany Cooper and illustrated by Tamisha Anthony. All my life, my mama has said 2 words to me. You're fine. It's just 2 words, but those 2 words can mean a lot. With Brittany Cooper's beautiful and empowering text and Tamisha Anthony's warm and dazzling illustration, this book perfectly captures the unconditional love between mother and child and serves as a heartfelt affirmation to all readers that they are enough and they will be perfectly fine. Awe by Hannah Stifel. This did garner a Kirkus-starred review. Experiencing awe has been scientifically proven to spark wonder, improve thinking, and open us up to new ideas. For children living through these turbulent times, Awe is the perfect book to foster positivity, comfort, joy, and empowerment. These illustrations are absolutely wonderful. Scholastic excels at young readers. First up, we have Dragon Hill by Tracy West and illustrated by Carolina Vasquez. This is a new series in the Acorn line of books. The Acorn line of books all feature half pictures and half words and are aimed at the 5 to 7 age range. Full color illustrations, and this is a fantasy adventure perfect for the beginning reader. The Dragon Hill books are a 6x9 reader format. Tracy West is Also the best-selling author of the Dragon Master series in the slightly older line of Branches titles. We have 3 books out in 2026 in the Dragon Hill series. In the Branches line of books, again, this is for the slightly older reader, 6 to 9, we have 3 brand new series that are going to absolutely join in and be bestsellers along with the Dragon Masters and Owl Diaries that are also continuing. We have Diary of a Dino Ghost by Monica Arnaldo. Books number 1 and 2 will be out in 2026. It is, again, a new Branches series complete with black and white illustrations and speech bubbles throughout. Friendship themed and very funny. We also have Supervillains in Training by Kylela Pugh, full of evil plans gone wrong, hilarious hijinks, and a quirky but determined female superhero, Vicky. Supervillains in Training is a brand new full-color early chapter book series for younger children. Funny school life, friendships, family, and science experiments that go terribly wrong. And last up, we have The Sports Zone by Andrew Moranis. We're always getting asked for more sports books, and this is a wonderful series featuring 3 friends, 2 boys and a girl, who delve into football, baseball, and soccer so far, and we will have more. Scholastic is noted for its wonderful graphic novels in our graphics line. We have 2 titles that are all about finding yourself. Opting Out by Maya Kabab and Lucky Skirma. It has garnered 3 starred reviews. From the award-winning author-illustrator of Genderqueer and a bright new talent, the story of a kid named Sachi, who is navigating friendship, woes, sister issues, a new crush, and a resistance to blue and pink binaries. Bodies are hard to navigate. Fruitcake by Rex Ogle, 3 starred reviews. A pitch-perfect middle-grade graphic novel, all about crushes, coming out, and finding the courage to be yourself. It is LGBTQA+. Previous books are Pizza Face and 4 Eyes, and they're all semi-autobiographic memoirs. 3 fabulous action-adventure titles. I Survived the Bombing of Pearl Harbor, 1941, the graphics novel. This is the graphic novel edition of the chapter book I Survived the Bombing of Pearl Harbor by Lauren Tarshis. And we have new and exciting things to come in the I Survived line. Coming up, we will have wildlife adventures and some nonfiction I Survived tales as well. Snowlands by Maura Morose and illustrated by Colin Fogel. In the heart of the Snowlands, prey and predator alike mysteriously disappear as 3 outcasts join forces for the adventure of a lifetime. It's the first book of the heart-stopping Snowland series, perfect for fans of Wings of Fire and Warriors. It features Phoeba, a rare all-white orphaned wolf cub, Usha, a fiercely independent leopard, and Batu, my favorite, a bumbling wildcat. We have Offsides by Cristina Diaz-Gonzalez and illustrated by Mari Costa. With text in English and Spanish, Offside features the groundbreaking format used in Invisible, also from this pair, and is paired with engaging, accessible, and entertaining storytelling. This is a must-have graphic novel about soccer, friendship, and what it really means to work as a team. 5 different players on a co-ed soccer team, and it's just in time for the World Cup. Her Stories. Mixed Feelings by Sarah Amani and illustrated by Shadia Aman. In Sarah Amani's semi-autobiographical story, it's all about navigating life as a mixed girl, and it is full of heart, family, friendship, and fuzz, all at the forefront of this laugh-out-loud and painfully relatable middle school memoir. And next in the fall, we will also have Mixed Signals. New Girl First Crush by Cassandra Kalin. This follow-up to the breakout hit The New Girl, Leah's relationships with her friends, her crush, her mom, and even herself are all tested like never before. Midsummer Sisters by Nikki Smith. Kinsey and Quinn aren't just stepsisters, they're best friends. They're spending the summer with their grandmother, kayaking in the marshy coastal island she calls home. The Outer Banks are also home to a herd of wild ponies, and the girls fall in love with the fragile newborn foal that they name Starling. However, the strain of what is going on at home may break the family apart forever. What will happen if their parents divorce? Queer Love, at its best. Heartstopper number 6 by Alice Oseman. Boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love. This is the final installment in the best-selling LGBTQA+ graphic novel series about life, love, and everything that happens in between. The Netflix Heartstopper Forever finale will air on July 17th and will certainly be a huge hit. Coming Out Perfect by Richard Mercado. This has a Kirkus starred review already. From Ignish-nominated cartoonist Richard Mercado comes a refreshingly honest and moving YA graphic novel, perfect for fans of queer coming-of-age stories, much like Heartstoppers. When Kevin's parents ignore his attempts to come out of the closet, he devises a plan to become more like Raymond, the popular gay kid at his high school. After all, if Kevin can do everything perfectly, then people will have to pay attention to him too, right? Graphics does manga. Captain Underpants, the first epic manga by Dave Pilkey and illustrated by Motojiro. Following the story arc of the first original chapter book, Captain Underpants, the first epic manga is re-envisioned as an engaging graphic novel reading in the Western style, so left to right, with dynamic manga artwork by Japanese artist Motojiro. All new fliperamas and much more, it will captivate existing fans, capture new readers, and appeal to comics, manga, and anime aficionados alike. Crescent Moon Marching, Volume 1 by Machi Yamada. A new student dreams big and finds inspiration and friendship when she joins the ultra competitive high school marching band. This is in full color manga and will read in traditional manga from right to left. And I do want to mention just a few other manga series that Scholastic is doing. Unico, Hikaru in the Light, and Mecha Ude Mechanical Arms. Middle grade. We have some new from best-selling authors. Ghost in the Night by Tiffany D. Jackson. From mega best-selling author Tiffany D. Jackson comes the highly anticipated follow-up to her Edgar Award-nominated instant middle grade bestseller Blood in the Water. Ghost in the Night is another spine-tingling, can't-put-down murder mystery, this time set in America's most haunted city, Savannah, Georgia. Stream by Ada Salazar. This already has 2-star reviews. 2 teens are sent to Mexico for the summer to unplug in this hilarious and heartwarming dual narrative. Stream is a standalone story featuring the main characters, Elio and Celie, from Aida Salazar's award-winning first novels, Ultraviolet and Moon Within. This fast-paced, quick read crackles with humor, wisdom, and relatable themes. The story speaks directly to teens and will make them feel seen. Middle grade adventures. 5th Grade Top Dogs by Jerry Spinelli. Newbery medalist Jerry Spinelli returns to the characters from 3rd grade Angels and 4th grade Rats for 5th grade Top Dogs. The book asks the questions: what does it mean to be a leader? All books are companions and do not have to be read in order. Perfect Enough by Meg Eden Hewitt. This already has a starred review. This is the companion novel to the beloved and award-winning Good Different, written in verse, and is a wonderful representation of neurodiversity. Celia is off to writing camp for this summer. Friend drama, classes, overstimulation, and her relationship with Ezra all start to feel like, well, a lot. But surely Celia can make it through. Just a few weeks without reaching her breaking point again. Right? And Sleepless by Gordon Corman. This also has an SLJ starred review. From the #1 best-selling author of Restart. This is the story of 5 kids who are up all night, every night, and desperate to find out why. Gordon is a master at writing high-action, relatable stories with meaning, but always having his hallmark humor. Now we have our best-selling series. So we have The Last Resort. We have 2 books out, and the 3rd book will be out this fall, as number 1 will be out in paperback. 3 wonderful authors, Erin and Trada Kelly, Jasmine Warga, and Sarah Farazan. This is Ghost, Friendship, Secrets, and Mystery Portals Abound. Super excited about this one. The Babysitters Club Fan Edition, Babysitters Summer. It's the brand new Babysitters Club title. An all-star author lineup, including Ann and Martin, creates the first ever fan edition Babysitters Club novel. It's a summer to remember for the Babysitters Club, with Mary Ann and Stacy staying in Stony Brook, while Christy, Claudia, Dawn, Jessie, and Mallory head out on adventures across the U.S. Each of these different authors are writing from different girls' perspectives, and the authors include Ann Martin, Co Booth, Becky Albertalli, Peter Larangis, Sarah Kuhn, Emma Straub, and John and Malcolm. In a brand new series, start of The Missing Magic of Sparrow's Eye by Leah Hamm, with atmospheric illustrations full of warmth, adventure, and friendship on every page. The Missing Magic of Sparrow's Eye is an unforgettable start of a magic story. Now we do young adult. Goldenborn by Amma Ofasa Leib. This is a debut and it already has 2-starred reviews. This is set in a thrilling and fantastical world based on West African mythology. Goldenborn is a deep dive into fantasy and mythology. The SLJ review called this a brilliant blend of dystopian and contemporary fantasy that will leave readers in complete awe by the end. Where Lost Girls Go by Cody Keplinger. There are many reasons why 5 girls have ended up living with Saul in a cabin in the Kentucky mountains. But the girls don't talk about what has brought each of them here. They have become sisters and are grateful to have a place to call home. New York Times best-selling author Cody Keplinger weaves a stunning story about girlhood, power, and desperation that asks just how far we will go to save ourselves and those that we love. And now, a moment for the Hunger Games. We will have The Sunrise on the Reaping. The 5th book, the story of Haymitch, will be out in paperback this fall. The movie cover edition will also be out this fall, and the movie will be in theaters for the Thanksgiving Day weekend of 2026. We also have the Mockingjay illustrated version out. In the first 24 hours following the release, the teaser above for The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping had 109 million plus views globally across all platforms. This ranks near the top of our comp set and aligned with Wicked for Girls trailer and nearly 2 times that of the first trailer for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes at the 24-hour mark. I think this will be a huge movie. And now just a quick teaser for some fall 2026 books that are coming up that I'm super excited about. Middle grade, we have Licorice by Kara LaRoe. This is a young and frightened kitten, look at that cover, named Kitty, is brought starry-eyed into a new household, 5 Manderley Lane, and about a boy named Max who is trying desperately to get over the loss of his formerly beloved pet, Licorice. But ghosts don't always enjoy being forgotten. Sometimes they have to make their presence known. It Came from the Creek by Amy Sarah King. Katie and her best friend Joel can tell something is going wrong in their town. They decide to document it, trying to solve the mystery of what's going on. Someone is dumping toxic waste in places they shouldn't. And even when told to stop, that person goes ahead and keeps dumping anyway. This is all about standing up to bullies. And there's plenty of kickball and baseball. This is set in the 1980s. Radio Free Texas by Liber Bray. This is also set in the 1980s. And it is the story of love, rock and roll, and sex in that order. And The Book of My Heart. The Unpoetic Life of August Gray by Max Fisher. Pushcart Prize nominated poet Max Fisher delivers a raw, lyrical, and heart-shattering novel in verse. The unpoetic life of August Gray is about grief, first love, and the joy of becoming who you are. And I'm just going to pause here for a second for digital resources. You can stay connected with Scholastic. And then thank you. This is my information. Please reach out with anything you have questions about or comments you'd like to make. Thank you.